Okay, friends, welcome back to yet another session of Thinking and Destiny. We are learning the last points that Percival is giving us how to analyze our desires and feelings and how to go about in order to not to create thoughts while thinking, but still we will be in our own journey of whatever that we have to pursue, whatever responsibilities and whatever the things that we have to pursue. So that's where we are in here. And we analyze like what are the different kinds of desires and how we can convert or how your desire can convert that to the one conscious desire, right? So now today, before going further, like how these desires, how the Percival is explaining, let us meditate on his consciousness for a couple of minutes. Sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. Please observe your breath, in breath and out breath. Please notice. Percival explained us what are the different kinds of desires like food, possessions, power, name and fame, and then power, and sex, the duality, all the things. How we can analyze within ourselves and move towards the one great desire, that is, desire to be a self-consciousness, desire to be conscious of consciousness. That is what we have been discussing. Please rub your palms and keep on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face, and let's go and see what Percival is giving us today. Point number 16, 15 we have completed. Point number 16, under the light, because we are just now holding the light, that is the light of consciousness. Under the light, your desire becomes strong and powerful. Very strong and powerful, and sometimes it also becomes restless, then strong, and then powerful. So, why this restlessness and why this, how it will become strong and this thing, right? That we will see today's. The unification of the desires with the light. Now, whatever the desires we have, it is unifying with the light. Light here is the consciousness. So we are seeing that each and every desire with the conscious light. Whether we want to eat food or whether we want to say this is mine, anything, we are just seeing with the consciousness. Is it really mine? Who am I? Why I am saying it's mine? That kind of thing, right? So when you're thinking anything by holding that light on the desire, they will be those desires will lead to the self knowledge. All the desires will be leading to the self knowledge, and they will drawn together and we will become united. Any desire, suppose if I say, oh, these are my kids, whenever you say, who are my kids? These are my kids in this lifetime. So these kids will be somebody else's kids in the next lifetime. So why I am so much taking? So all the consciousness, all the kids' consciousness or all the people's consciousness is same. Then why I am being so possessive about only these two souls? This is the kind of knowledge and this is the kind of thing that we started thinking about it. So once you started thinking about it, that kind of selfish thoughts will be gone, and you will be going to the union of that particular self, or union of the particular consciousness light you will be going. Seeker continues to think continuously in the light of self-knowledge. All your scattered desires, previously they were all fragmented, conflicting, they were not aligned towards the union of the self, now becomes union of the self because you have the torch of the conscious light is there. The light represents awakened consciousness or a spiritual awareness. So this light is awakened consciousness or spiritual awareness. You are aware of that spiritual awareness now. Each desire was earlier is different aspects of the nature. So previously the different aspects of the nature. Suppose if I want to eat something, so this eating part, oh, I want to eat that particular thing or this particular thing. Who belongs to? This food belongs to where? This belongs to nature. This belongs to nature, the other side of it. So why I am actually trying to have that food? Really, am I actually feeling hungry, or I just wanted to eat for the sake of taste? So you kind of observe yourself, like whether this is the right desire, right time or not. Suppose if it is really hungry, then you can eat it with respect to the taste, because your body needs some nourishment. You eat it. Okay, name fame when it comes. Why I'm actually so much into this very temporary body, so I am doing, I kind of think why it is, whatever the name and fame that I earned when I move to the next body, so this is all belongs to somebody else's name. So why I just have to worry about that? Similarly, the sex. So now it finds to the true direction. The direction is inward towards the divine source. Whenever you start thinking about every desire and why, where it is actually coming from, and then whether it is a right desire or not, so then you are actually going in inside. All the desires are illuminated by understanding. They cease to pull the opposite directions. They will not pull into the opposite direction. They merge into the one another and one pointed desire, that is a spiritual growth. So you will be growing this spiritually. Next point, he is also mentioning the end of duality here, because from good versus bad, good versus evil. Instead of that, when it will happen, when the good versus bad or good versus evil, when it will happen, when there is a duality is there. From there to pure consciousness, your mind will shift. So while desires were divided and warred, you will say that this is a good desire, this is a bad desire, this is a evil desire, this is uh, a great desire kind of thing, right? Now they are united and controlled. So when they are united and controlled, the conscious power, which is the godliness, right? Goodness. So what will happen? So this meaning good, bad or good or devil, evil or devil, right? It is only divided only when there is a two things are there. But now as a consciousness, you are feeling we are all the same. When we are all the same, all the consciousness is presenting in everybody is the same. Once that desire are harmonized under this kind of the light or the self-knowledge, then you will arise that pure conscious power. So no longer opposites here. So no longer opposites, but one balanced energy only, which is aligned with the truth. Suppose somebody else, when you may ask, like somebody else is killing some animal or some other person, then how can you see the same consciousness within them? You know, we are all coming from the plants to animals to now. So in that particular soul, that animal nature was wake up, send that love, send that conscious love to him so that he may get changed. Because we are all the same, that particular conscious thing was awakened. Suppose if I am taking I'm coming to this session and I'm just actually reading and coming happily. And no, even if any one of you ask any question, even yesterday only that we discussed, and if you are asking also asking the same question, I will not get angry or anything. So, do you think the same kind of temperament the person will be exhibiting in all the times? Are you exhibiting the same kind of temperament in all the times? We are not, right? So When suppose the same kind of question your kids are asking again and again, or the something they are you are saying and they are not listening, you will get angry. You will get angry. You will shout at it. You will yell at it definitely, because there, whatever that the duality, whatever that the thing is, right, you are actually not seeing that. How many times that we have to tell? So this conscious power, right, is missing there. Actually, you are not we are not thinking, we are not able to say that, oh, we both are the same consciousness. That kind of the nature, you will not be able to see that, because you are not fully balanced. Your alignment was not fully balanced here. True goodness is not a moral righteousness, but inner harmony when no conflict remains. True goodness, when it comes, it is not a, because when you are so conscious of it, moral consciousness, right? Moral consciousness in the sense, so when I am on the camera, when some people are asking, I should not be yelling at them. Even if they ask the same question, I should be able to maintain my decorum and has to answer it. That is a moral consciousness. When I will become a inner harmony, if the same thing, if I'm able to show everywhere, every situation, then it will become inner harmony. Otherwise, that conflict will be remains the same in your body and your mind. Evil is not a separate entity, because that thing of whatever that uh, Jantu pravritti or animal thing, right? That will be there in every one of us. It will be. It is a misdirected energy. That energy was not properly directed. It was a misdirected energy of a desire. So you are misdirecting that energy. When transformed and unified, the same energy becomes goodness, same energy becomes wisdom, same energy becomes divine power. I will take a very normal day-to-day example. Let us take, okay? You have the desire of your um, collecting the different fashion clothes and collecting a, what do you say, different jewelry. Let us take. So you have that desire. So when you have that desire, what happens? When you have that desire, what will happen? You will try to put your energy there, isn't it? You'll try to put your energy there. Suppose if Sarisha comes in a beautiful dress, let us take, immediately my energy goes there. Oh, where does she bought it? Where this Surikala wore some kind of jewelry piece? Where would have been? Because your mind, your energy, you are just directing to that particular thing. Suppose if you say, being a spiritual person, you may say that that's a bad thing, but the thing is here, the same energy, the same time, same thing, I can be used to read a book and understand and explain. But the same time, and that in the same, that is the same energy that I'm using to observe some kind of jewelry, fashion jewelry, fashion things, and the jewelry pieces and all. So what is that? The same energy, right? The same energy I used to read a book and the same energy I'm using here. If you say this is bad and this is good, where is that energy? Energy is the same. Energy is only you misdirected. Instead of directing towards this knowledge, you misdirected. Similarly, some persons are misdirecting. Some persons being a lazy, they are not actually using their energy, whatever that they have with energy, or somebody wants to go and kill somebody or go and get something. So they are actually having their energy was misdirected. It is not that they are bad, it is only their energy was misdirected. So you need to try to balance that out. That is what here he is saying, evil and good. Then, what is the role of the body, mind, and desire mind? We have the two minds, right? Body, mind, and desire mind. So it is in the proving the desires, the desire mind called upon the body mind and asking to cooperate with it. Whenever the desire mind comes, right, it is asking body mind to cooperate with it. Body mind has to, when body mind is cooperating, then only you are actually trying to do it. Suppose when desire comes or something, the desire of some I want to eat a gulab jam, the desire comes, let us take, okay, your so immediately your tongue is saying, oh, that is so sweet, I ate there, I ate here, so I want to have it. Then again, the desire mind is saying, "Oh, you are having a borderline diabetes. You cannot eat it." So that the body mind was, the desire mind was redirected, saying, "Do not eat that one." So then, what you will say? What you will do? Even though the body mind is saying, then you will restrain from itself, isn't it? So here, the body mind is also the part of the consciousness, connected, but it is connected to the sense and nature. It's connecting to nature. It is initially helping the desire mind to test the experience and desires, because whatever the desires want is right. So it is helping the body mind is helping the desire mind to taste it and to smell it and all those things. Through these experiences, the seeker is learning nature of the desire, which kind it is an attachment or it is an illusion or it is an impermanence. So this is the kind of the thing, right? So I want to eat something. Is it actually helping me any to grow any self-knowledge or spiritually? No, it's not helping, which means it is not a the desire that is caused by the conscious. It is desire that is caused by the nature. So that is how it is helping. As each desire is brought into the light, each desire you are bringing into the light and seeing what truly is. See what is truly is the body mind's function of seeking satisfaction through the senses gradually ceases. Once you started seizing that, once you started, okay, which one is the body mind, which one is this one, and once you started analyzing it, gradually the body mind will keep quiet. The desire mind now continuously thinks independently, no longer bound to your body instincts or body sensory illusions. So it is independent of that. So at this point, the desire is no longer controlled by senses. It won't be controlled by senses, but by understanding. The energy once sought fulfillment in the external world now turns to the in inner world and realizing that oneself. Instead of seeing all the dresses that this, I am just going in inner and I'm trying to seek the self-knowledge and I'm trying to understand this conscious, being conscious of consciousness. The birth of a conscious power, that's where the conscious power starts. Once you self-controlled, the desire is free in the light. There is no desire. The conscious of itself is the power and the part of greater self which desire to know. So once you describe, that is why all these renunciated persons, they will wear just one color kind of thing, right? So there is a no looking back, or there's no which one to wear, what to wear, whatever it is next study, just wear and go, wear and go. That's the kind of thing. One color, white or whatever the color, right? They will wear it because they don't want to direct their mind. They don't want to direct their energy in selecting the clothes or selecting doing the some things. So they wanted to go inward. It is now recognizing that it belongs to the greater self. Now started recognizing that self is started recognizing I belongs to the higher self or the greater self, the triune self, which is composed of the consciousness, knowledge, and the power. This is called awakening spiritual individuality. This is a awakening spiritual individuality, the soul's recognition of its divine presence. Self-controlled desire is no longer craving. It's not craving. It's a creative energy consciously aligned with your higher self. Very consciously, you align with your creative energy to the higher self. This marks the shift from human desire to the divine will. From human desire to divine will, you are just moving that. Then transformation process. You are conscious of yourself as a conscious power, not guided, not led by seeing, hearing, smelling, touching. You are not that. Meaning, the seeker transcends the sensory based identity. So, you are no longer, you are actually using that sensory based thing. Awareness is no longer dependent on external stimuli. Your awareness is not from the external stimuli. It is become self luminous, conscious of, aware of itself. The physical world, once the field of desire, now appearance as an appearance is an illusion. Now appears as an appearance is an illusion. Whatever the physical world that is actually showing, which is appearing in front of you, you will see that is a illusion. This is the birth of actual spiritual autonomy. Okay, freedom from sensory compulsion. The soul no longer identifies with the physical body or personality, but with the external or eternal consciousness behind them. The two poles of awareness. Again, here the two poles of awareness. When the awareness comes, there are two poles of awareness. One is power and one is the beauty. Here, do not get misunderstood by the power of external power. Here, the power is by thinking that your desire mind yourself is a conscious, you are very conscious of unexpressed power. You didn't express all the power. That is the power we are talking. When you become conscious of your consciousness, there is a lot of power that you are actually connecting to that. When you are connecting to that lot of big power, then by thinking, you are feeling mind on yourself, you are conscious of that particular beauty. So the once you realize that's a beauty too, right? The liberated being now experience the two dimensions of divinity. One, the power, the potential and dynamic energy of consciousness. You are not expressed, you didn't express all of that. Beauty is the radiant harmony, the grace inherent in the pure feeling and free from the form. Here, see, as a power means, I can say, now whenever you are in the meditation, oh, I saw that color, oh, I saw this vision. So you will come and express. But once you become the conscious of consciousness, whatever it is happening, you will just keep it to yourself. You'll try to understand, you'll try to assimilate. And beauty is, once you got that kind of the thing, you will see everybody is the same. All are my brothers and sisters, all are my family. Jagadeka Vasudeka Kutumbam kind of thing, right? When you are seeing all of that, that's the beauty of the love that you are actually spreading. There is a power, there is a beauty. This is the power, internal beauty and internal power. This represents, that power represents your masculine energy, and that beauty represents your feminine consciousness of divine consciousness. Both of the thing is having within you. That's a Shiva, the power. You can also compare Shiva, the power, masculine energy, and Shakti, the beauty, which is the feminine energy that is there within. Beauty here is not at all the external form. It is the inner radiance, inner balance, inner stillness, and inner love that is shining through. That is a shining. Next one is renunciation of the lower expression. Then you are renouncing your lower expression. Actually, renouncing means what? Not renouncing. People say, oh, that person was renunciated. So that person got a diksha or something, right? They'll say. Renouncing is not just taking some, go and take some diksha and or you wear only the same color, could be the orange color or could be the white color, and say that you are a renounced guru. No, renounce is a renounce meaning you have to renounce your lower expression. What is your lower expression? Your anger, your jealousy, your name and fame, the thing that you are working for name and fame, the thing that you are working for your power. So these are the things that you have to renunciate. Then that is actually the thing. You do not want to express the beauty through the objects of the four senses. You don't want to express your beauty through the object of four senses because they are, you know that your conscious knows that they're all illusionary. The aspirant no longer express through material art, sensual pleasure, or emotional indulgence. Not out of rejection, it's not out of rejections, but out of realization that they are transient reflections of eternal inner beauty. That you know. This is not a suppression, but transcendence. This is the true expression of the beauty that is happening with the inner light. So this is where you need to renunciate. When one truly expresses external beauty within, external expressions appears to be the shadows. You need not. Okay. Fragmented desires means seeking the nature, the wars of opposite, good versus evil. Desires of examined with the light means understanding the true nature, that is under self-knowledge. Body-mind cooperation ends. When desire freed from the senses, this desire mind continues to be alone with the self-knowledge. Desire realizes itself as a conscious power. It unites with the greater self. Dual polarity is recognized, that power, mind, and the beauty that you recognize, the balance of Shiva and Shakti. Sensory illusion was seen, no longer craving the expression, just about the external awareness only. Okay. So, in the spiritual essence, this particular point is saying this fusion of all your inner forces into the radiant awareness. When every desire is seen as transformed, good and bad and evil and devil as dissolved, duality is ending. Desire itself is becoming the light, a conscious, a creative power of the light. This is the freedom before full realization. This is where the freedom starts before you start that full realization. So that is the point that we are talking about in the point number 16. Okay, that's the key things that we discussed. Now let's come to the point number 17. Now what we did it, okay, we understood feeling and desire are now a conscious beauty and power. Feeling and desire is beauty and power. Now we understood. But yet, those feelings and desires are those conscious Shiva and Shakti. Though you understood the Shiva and Shakti is not balanced within us. We need to balance those Shiva Shakti powers within us again. This is in this here, he is talking about the psychology, right? It captures about the final purification and divine union, final purification of our soul, divine union between feeling and desire. The essence of the Druya's transformation in the journey of nature consciousness to the self consciousness. Nature consciousness to self consciousness. First one is the state of unbalanced consciousness. Feeling and desire are now conscious of beauty and power, and but not as a body. They are not. We are not thinking it as a body, but we are at the different conscious level. But you understand there are two. One side feeling the beauty, and the other side power. But at this stage, what happens is sometimes you may feel one feeling more, maybe more. Feeling the repetitive, reflective aspect of it is experienced as a beauty, and desire, the active, expressive aspect is experienced as a power. Here also, you may not be experienced as a bodily thing, but you are still expressing that particular knowledge. Once you got it right, the knowledge is power. That kind of the power you may be feeling it. Instead of being compassionate to anybody, you may be feeling that more of a power because you understood their consciousness. You are being able to do the conscious of consciousness. Or in that, on the other way, you may see everybody is the same consciousness. You are loving so lovingly and you are going serving. You are forgetting that the knowledge, but these people are all going towards their sensory knowledge, but still you are serving. You need to stop somewhere, say bringing them to the conscious of consciousness. So there, the feeling mind is balanced. Feeling is balanced. You are not, again, this feeling is not the feeling of your body feeling. This feeling is a conscious of consciousness feeling, but still there also you are over, you are towards the feeling side. Or sometimes you may be there towards the power side. You can see this in mostly the kind of gurus that you are actually seeing. This balancing is very, it's not so easy, right? Some gurus will go and serve the people, and some gurus will be too indulged about it. They have a kind of great knowledge about it. Very few like nothing. I don't need nothing kind of thing. If you see in our current days, Ramana Maharshi, who just inquired about himself and sitting in one particular place, or the Shirdi Sai Baba sit in one old masjid, and he just whoever comes, he didn't go and preach anywhere. He didn't go to the people and preach. Whoever comes to him, they just explain in a very simple terms, right? So they are not too indulged about their power, or they are not too much into their beauty also. Even though they renunciated, they were not a body minded, but they could balance that. That is the kind of balance that here he is talking about. Okay, both are freed from the body, yet remain unbalanced here. Okay, they have not realized the right relation or right harmony between the Shakti and Shiva. Okay, this imbalance creates a subtle spiritual tension. There is a spiritual tension will be created. Desire still reaches outward. Still it wants some kind of the power towards expression or towards creation. You want to create something, that kind of thing, right? Feeling still tends to turn inward. Reflection, sensitivity, you will be become too much sensitive about the other's feelings, those kind of thing. Until these two moments were harmonized, the soul is not fully at peace. These two has to be harmonized. What is this here, the role of sexuality here, right? Again, whenever in this also, the sexuality is not a limited to the physical impulse or intimacy, right? Here it refers the condition of polarity. When feeling and desire operate through body mind, when those two things are operate, so the experience of sex polarity is male female, attraction or aversion, possession or losing, this is the kind of thing. This is called a nature madness or nature intoxication. Okay, that is the other. The free from the sexuality means what? That is a withdraw your consciousness from this compulsive polarity. Do not think you are a male or a female, that kind of. You have that both masculine energy and feminine energy within you. You have that. That purity feeling and desire to no longer seek the fulfillment. You do no longer seek the fulfillment of the or pain or a pleasure from the other thing. To restore, then you are that original divine unity. You are that unity and you have both the powers within you. Power, Shakti and Shiva is there within you. Liberation from the five desire fields. Liberate by successive thinking of the food, possession, name, fame, sex, senses, all those attractions are diluted. And no other deadlines, feeling and desire are free from the sexuality as well. Okay. So how it arises, how you can actually become free. That's what he's again and again saying. Whenever some thought comes, remember, whenever some thought comes, you started thinking about the thought, from where this comes, do I really need it? Or from where this thought originates. If you start thinking about that thought only, no other thought will arise. Remember. So when you start, you will not be trapped into that other things. You are just thinking about the one and it fades away. Whenever you are trying to question, right? So it fades away. Seeing the deadliness, right? Deadliness of your thoughts, that craving, that fulfillment, emptiness will come. So all these thoughts will get, which leads to detachment. Which leads to detachment. When the mind sees that these are all the unreal reflections, these are all the moving pictures, like a movie, all the moving pictures are coming and going. After 3 hours, we are coming out. Similarly, in the life also, these are all the whatever that are coming is there just the moving pictures. So once it is done, we can come out. So once you know that, you withdraw your attention from all those things. You will not say, this is my family, this is my thing. You are here to serve something. You do it with love, with pure love. You just do it. So you will not possess about them. You will still do it, but you will not be possessive about them. You will be detached. You will not get attached to them. With a detachment, but still with a pure love, you are going to serve them. So this is the freedom from the senses of life. That is what here he is saying. The stages of readiness and balance. When is the stages of readiness? Feeling and desire, immune from the sexuality, are ready to be balanced when no longer driven by outward attractions, no bodily sensations, no longer projecting dualities. That is where now they are now pure. Your feelings are pure, desires are pure. Feeling as a pure sensitivity and desire as a pure intentional energy, and hence you are ready to unite. That is the process of balancing between the feeling and desire made by feeling mind and desire mind, thinking on their right relationship. The feeling mind contemplates the harmony respectively into the inner being. The desire mind contemplates the power to express with alignment to the true self. How much to express? You have that infinite power but now, because once you united, but you know that how much to express because you are aligning with your true triune self. Through right thinking, you will say how much ever. You will not say, suppose the person who is actually hungry and looking for the food, you will not go and preach him the self. You will try to tell him that how to get the food. It's not the way you can go here, there is a work and go and work and you will get. You know like what to reveal, where, what to do it. That's the kind of thing. Right relation and equality. Right relation is found to be desire and feeling are necessary complements to the union of each other and equal to each other. This is a sacred insight. Feeling gives awareness. Feeling gives awareness, depth and depth to the desire. Feeling gives a very awareness, depth to it, whereas desire gives the movement and purpose of the feeling. Movement and purpose of the feeling. Where to? I'm so satisfied. Where is the, where you satisfied? Because you have that self-knowledge. You became that conscious of consciousness. That is why, that is the feeling of that satisfaction. Here the duality ends. The body-mind is brought into the order. Are you not working with the body-mind? You will still be working with the body-mind, but it is in order. It became an order, equality of the feeling and desire mind, but you are not actually indulging. You are working with the body mind. You are still, you need to, you're hungry, you analyze your thought, you need it, you will still eat the body because body needs to maintain, the body needs the food. To live, you need to have a house. So you still buy a home, but you will not get attached to that house. This is mine. Oh, I have a big home. I could decorate well, or I could I did it greater than others. Now that is the problem, right? Anything from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Oh, I have a better house. I have a better car. If I do any function, I did a better. I give a great return gift. I wore the expensive jewelry or expensive sarees. So these are all the things, right? So you will be still doing doing this body mind what is necessary, but you will not go into this kind of comparisons. You will not, you are not driven by these kind of the things. You no longer reflect these lower impulsions. These are the lower impulsions, these are the impulses, and these are the lower identifications of yourself. You will not identify yourself with the kind of the jewelry that you wore or the kind of the house you have or kind of the, you will identify yourself with the kind of the knowledge that you have, kind of the practice that you made it. That's the thing. That is a thing that that's what the body mind is becoming order. The psychological equilibrium, right? It came to the psychological equilibrium here. The three minds hold the light. All the three minds, your body mind, desire mind, feeling mind, all the three minds are holding the light. What is that light? Conscious of consciousness. The three minds, thus thinking, holding the light, feeling and desire. Thus, feeling and desire are amalgamated to the balance union, which is inseparable. Once you come to here, inseparable. The three minds, body mind, feeling mind, desire mind, now works in harmony. Manasa, vacha, karmana, whatever that you are actually thinking, whatever you are saying, and whatever you are doing will become the same. You will not think something, you will not say something and do something else. It will not happen. So all the three will be doing the same thing. The doer, the human itself becomes a whole. Every human, you yourself will become the whole. The opposites are dissolving into one unity, and the awareness and energy becomes one. Awareness and energy are not two separate and they become one. Discovery of love and blessedness. Okay, what is love and what is blessedness here we will see. The love means it is not on the love on emotional love on one particular person, or it's not the personal affection on anybody. It is the cosmic love. The awareness of unity across all the life is having the same consciousness. So you are able to see one in everything. That's where the cosmic love. So once you feel that cosmic love, that state is called blessedness, unbroken peace. Do not depend on the outer circumstances. Your peace cannot be broken by anything external circumstances. This is the true fulfillment of the human evolution. That's where, that is all the humans has to reach there. That is your goal. That's a true fulfillment of your human evolution. The doer reconciliation with its own divine essence. Doer is reconciling with his own divine essence. He is not going and seeking the God outside. He is reuniting with its own essence. That is the definition of the love is conscious sameness throughout the four worlds, all the things. Love is conscious sameness. It is a realization that the same consciousness pervades in all beings, physical, psychic, mental, and spiritual world. It's not the feeling of about something. It is the feeling, or it is the state of awareness itself. There is a no separation. So that is the love that we will be experiencing once you reach the stage. The final state of the doer. What is the final state of the doer? Once you achieved all the things, the complete human journey was completed for that soul. Okay, there's no inner war. There's nothing, no compulsion. Out of compulsion, you are not doing anything. No separation. There's no separation too. So here, so the dear human consciousness can live in a peace, love, and unity. The light of intelligence. That is called that's where we need sacred alchemy. That's where we need to reach over. So here is also giving, like, because here I just wanted to extend this point and try to compare with all the what do you say, with all the concepts that we already have know it. Because before thinking on destiny, we learned so much of the spirituality. We learned there are chakras, there are kundalini energy, there are so much things that we learned. And now he is not talking anything about it. Without talking anything about it, he is saying that, oh, you reached the humanity, you reached the sacred alchemy, right? So these are all the names that was given. So in one of the contexts, Eastern context, it was given separately. In Western context, it was given separately, but they both are the same. How? We will just quick orientation we will see before we close. The two languages are speaking the same, the Percival language and the yogic language, because yogic language is talking about Muladhara, all the things, right? So they are all the same, how it is. Percival language is saying about feeling mind, body mind, light, self-knowledge, these things. Yogic knowledge is saying Anahata, heart chakra, Manipuraka, solar plexus, Swadhisthana, sacral, Muladhara root, and Vishuddhi, throat, Agna chakra, and then Sahasrara, plus the Kundalini energy, the Shakti, and Sushumna, the central thing, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. These are the things that the yogic knowledge is talking about. So how they are actually different, same in both the concept. Percival concept, if he says that feeling mind, the beauty, the Shakti part of it, here the feeling part of it, then in yogic concept they say Anahata. Once your energy, here he is saying, once your feeling mind is balanced, you'll be able to see. Once you are reaching to the Anahata level, once your energy was balanced to the Anahata, and Ida is the qualities, Ida qualities, and Ida qualities. Ida qualities is the Anahata. Ida is the feminine energy. So the feeling, compassion, beauty, inner repeatability, heart center, all the cooling effect, and respect to and feeling oriented. So these are all the things. So here feeling mind is nothing but Anahata of your yogic culture. Desire mind, power. Desire mind is a power. That's a Manipurka, solar plexus. These are the Pingala qualities. This is the right will. You will have a strong will, divine, egoic desire, motivation, power, solar plexus. This is the solar plexus, a right channel, active and energizing. Then sex, the sex he is talking about, right? In the Parsival, the root of the duality. That's the root of the duality, male, female. That's the starting, the duality started there. The moment of the baby born, you'll say either male or a female. So that's where the duality is starting, right? So here they say it's just Swadhisthana, sacral, sexual, creative impulse, emotional appetite. That's a sacral chakra. Name and expression, Vishuddhi, throat. Speech, identity, reputation. This is at the throat center. Righteousness and seeing the light. That is Agna Chakra. Discrimination, insight, light of Agna Chakra. Self-knowledge, coming to the Percival is talking the self-knowledge, and the yogic terminology is talking about Sahasrara, the crown, which is union, realization, and the pure knowing. Desired freed, merger feeling and desire. Once desire is freed and merging into the both desire and feeling, that is the heart chakra is balanced, And Shakti is arising through Sushumna. The Kundalini Shakti is arising through, so when the lower cravings were purified, energy is rises through heart and desire, integrate devotion and with align with the self. These mappings are approximately these mappings, right? So approximately I'm trying to do that because those are not a different thing. That's what I'm trying to say. They are not a different thing. Percival didn't talk about the totally different thing, but only the names are different from yogic culture to the Percival culture. Suppose Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, the central mechanism that we are talking, right? Ida is a left or a lunar cooling, and Pingala is the right and solar willpower. Sushumna the central, which is the balanced. So here they are talking about feeling and desire and balanced. These are the three things that he is taking, right? The stage of the chakra, right? So stage also, like we will see the how the stages of the chakras are moving, right? First one, what is the first chakra that we're all in? Mostly everybody starts at the Muladhara. That is the food for survival. Work for the basic grounding. Trust is required. Bodily health is required. Inner task is the see the appetite, nature's mechanism. So that's where it is. So here, food survival, the first thing. Swadhisthana, sex and emotions. Anahata, feeling and balance. The heart chakra, when it comes to the anahata, your feeling and balance is happening. The work is balancing of your feeling and desire is happening. The feeling becomes the beauty, and the balance becomes the desire, becomes the power. When the heart opens, what happens is when the our heart opens, that purity with the energy, the automatically the Shiva-Shakti balance will come. That means that's where the Kundalini energy is also rising. That's in a yogic terminology. Then comes to the Vishuddha or Agna Chakra name. It's a righteousness. In Percival terminology, it's a righteousness. Here, expression is aligned with the truth. It's inner discrimination. If within you, you are actually discriminating whether it's a right or wrong. That discrimination. So you are judging inside itself. Speech and mind reflects the self. Certainly replaces the doubt here. That is higher centers to coordinate. Here, whenever that righteousness you are coordinating with the higher selves. You are not with the lower expressions. Next, Sahasrara, when it comes, it's a self-knowledge. It is a pure knowing. You are actually going to the knower. Sahasrara means you are going to that knower portion, union of the triune self. The thinker and knower, you are actually, this doer is going and adding with the thinker and knower. So this is where actually I'm trying to do this kind of what do you say, trying to the Percival knowledge also with the yogic knowledge also, because what I'm trying to say is here Percival did not discover anything new, but his terminology may be a different, but he dissected in a normal English so that we will also be understanding, or we, even if you don't understand this, don't have the knowledge of this yogic also, then also you will be able to do it. Practical and safe ways to support this balancing. What are the practical ways to go to this balancing? Because at the end of the day, they say balancing is the one that we need to do it, right? What is the practical ways? How we can do? What is this? How we can rise this Kundalini energy? How we can transform gradually? How we can experience? Because once the you all experience, the Guru can say anything, but how you can do it? What are the ways? Because here he is saying, this is the feeling, next. But when we are doing it, how? Ethical foundation. First ethical foundation that we need to follow is Yama Niyama. Yama Niyama is the first one. No harm. Do not harm to any other, what do you say? Any other being. It could be animal, it could be plant or anything. Do not harm any other being. Always be truthful and be self-disciplined. Conduct yourself, conduct your prana, stabilize, conduct your prana very balanced way you do it. So that is the ethical foundation that we need to do, Yama Niyama. Next one is asana. and grounding. Asana is grounding, simple study posture that you, where your hip openers and root is stabilizing the poses like Tadasana or a Virabhadrasana or gentle hip openers, where your Mooladhara keeps healthy. Those are the asanas that helps you to keep grounded. I'm giving you this as other practical tips. Then breath awareness. The next stage is breath awareness and gentle pranayama, like Nadi Sodhana. Close your left nostril, take your right, close it, exhale, and then inhale. So you are actually nostril breathing, right? You are actually trying to balance between the short, even the short counts. Let us do that. Ida and Pingala. Let us do that. Let us balance that. Then go with the Brahmari Pranayama, simple calming. Brahmari Pranayama will calm your mind. Calm your nervous system. Let us do that Brahmari Pranayama. He is giving like one by one steps. Avoid prolonged kumbhakas. Those are all hatha yogas, like keeping like this, keeping for 1 minute, 2 minutes, prolonged aggressive pranayama. Do not do it. That's what he is saying. Then after this comes to the mantra or chanting. Breath awareness is done. Next comes to the mantra chanting. What mantra he is suggesting is Om, Pranavam, because that is the one which is a primordial sound of our nature. So chant the Pranavam, stabilize your mind so that it arises the vagal zone, right? Vagal tone, it will stabilize, it supports the heart opening. So that's the next. Next one is meditation. Once you chant the Omkaram, then at one point you cannot chant more than 5 minutes. If you observe anytime, sit quietly, close your eyes and try to chant it. Because of your body vibrates, right, with that Omkaram, when you are chanting outside, then within 5 minutes your nervous system will calm down and you will go into that meditation, because there is a light in the mind that comes. Practice witnessing, be in the awareness. So direct your inquiry. Who desires who desires if something comes, some thought comes, who desires, who is actually doing this, try to do that. Okay. Then heart practices, loving kindness. Okay. The heart practices is loving. Once you are chanting all the thing, love, heart chakra is open, so love everybody. Anahata meditations, right? So keep your heart chakra, open ears, all those things, compassionate feelings, keep it there. Then try to do the selfless service. Do not expect anything for anything, just to do the selfless service, right livelihood. Without nishkama karma, that's what, right? Without expecting anything, do the selfless service. Anchors the new balance in action. Then bandhas, mild udyana. Under this teacher guidance, right? Try to practice your bandhas, udyana bandha, all the bandhas. Try to practice it in order to balance it. So in this way, what happens when you are doing all these things? These are the signs of health balancing and Kundalini integration. Once you integrate these things, you increase the equanimity, you increase the calmness is increased. Your desire becomes purposive rather than compulsive. Your desire becomes, oh, I have this purpose. This is the purpose that I have. That purpose will come than compulsive. Suppose I'm doing a job, it is, I have to do the job. I need money, I have to do the job, right? So that it's not the kind of a compulsive things. Feeling deepens into the compassion without emotional flooding. Without emotional flooding, your feeling deepens. All the emotions won't come. Creativity naturally flows. No need, not for the need. It creative is naturally flowing. You will get improved sleep. Appetite is getting normalized. You don't need that much kind of the food, and you will have a better digestion because your root chakra was so stabilized and Swadhisthana was aligned. So you have better things. Warmth and quietness in your heart. Always you are feeling that kind of love and kindness. Always you try to, because righteousness is guiding you, so you will be clear in your thoughts. Is there any no, possible difficulties here. Of course, there are so much possible difficulties when you go there, right? Overwhelming emotional discharge. Ground with your body work, walking, sleeping, diet, simple practices. Try to do that. Otherwise, your emotional discharge may be overwhelmed when you are trying to balance it out. Agitation, anxiety, and disassociation also comes up. You may go disassociate with everything. So reduce your intensity, return to the grounding. Whenever you are doing that kind of heavy meditations or heavy these things may come ground yourself. Physical symptoms, heart trauma. Some slow down the practice whenever you're hurt, because when the heat is generating, heart is actually heart palpitations are more. Slow down your practice. Psychic vulnerability. Stop intense practice. Consult the professionals. So whenever you are doing intense practice, your psychic may get affected. So stop the intense practice and consult the gurus or consultants. So in this way, how the percival thinking and feeling and desirement translate into the yoga practice, we have seen in this session. This is all the wheel of the life. Everything, whether Percival says or the yogic science says, ultimately we need to balance our pure. We need to leave our lower desires, that food, possessions, name, power, sex, these desires. Clear all your lower chakras from root, sacral, solar. These three chakras you need to, if these three are aligned, then the other things are easy. Once you come to the heart chakra, it is there, they are easy because you can just go one by one. With this, I'll stop.